Hello, my name is Peter Bui, and my presentation will be on Frank Sinatra. Frank is known for his smooth, croony voice, who sold millions of records, who also won a dozen of Grammys and also appeared on numerous films. And these three things really made him stand out a lot compared to any other artists and musicians and vocalists out there. Frank was born to two Italian immigrants to say, named Martin and Dolly Sinatra. He was born on December 12, 1915 in Hoboken, New Jersey. Growing up, Frank really didn't have a formal way of training to become a singer as he grew up to be. He grew up with his mom singing, and he just sang along when she sang at family gatherings, and he also adapted to the different music he listened to on the radio. And his biggest influence was Bing Crosby, and that really evidently led him to grow his ambition to become a singer. So at the age of 19, Frank joined a group called the Hoboken Four and was the singer of the group, and then which also led them to going on to the Major Bowie's Amateur Hour. And then little did they know they'd win the competition in 1935. And that also would boost to where Frank to be able to become a bigger singer because he's more out there now. Frank changed the course of jazz by his ability to produce long flowing musical lines unbroken by pause of breath and the manipulation of phrasing. He also incorporated vocal techniques from operas and classical idioms into jazz. He then contributed to jazz such that he created a continental divide in the pop music industry by bringing jazz out by itself and into popular music and making it stick. Sinatra stylistically strove to improve his breath style and in order to emulate the trombone's seamless, unbroken melodic passage. And also, during this period, Sinatra proved his mastery of both ballad and up-tempo numbers. Frank Sinatra was really a huge icon in almost every type of music, and whether it's jazz or pop, he was just everywhere. Everybody have heard of him. If you were to ask anyone about Frank, they would 9 out of 10 heard about him no matter where you ask in the world. He changed the course of jazz so much. He changed music in general. His music has touched everybody's hearts, and he changed the course in general throughout all. His contribution, and Frank was just a big icon in the music industry. And to conclude, I would love to share one of my favorite songs of Frank Sinatra. I listen to this so many times, and I always look to this song when I'm going into a new city that I have never been to, and that's "Fly Me to the Moon." I don't know why it's like that, but it's just a good song when you're entering a new city.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like.